Hello, I'm USHAKOVA, Elegant Influencer. I am a Transformational Life Coach. I work on a global level. I consult individually, these days via Zoom technology. I will be creating a group experience also via Zoom technology very, very soon. There's lots of information about me in the description box, background, other channels, so that you can learn who I am if you don't know who I am. For now, I want to give the second step in a small series that I have created, the first of which aired last night on the full moon, the Scorpio full moon, and also known as the full flower moon, coinciding with the blossoming of flowers in the spring. So nature is brilliant, knows just how to arrive on time, always on time, brilliance. Really, everything is congruent, synchronicity. And that's how it needs to be when we are trying to create financial abundance at a time that so many are wondering what's next in terms of work, and maybe we're no longer at work, and maybe we're trying to think, what do I do now? What can I create? I've always worked for someone else. There could be many, many different reasons for wanting to create your own happiness and having a little bit more control over your own destiny and how you earn your income. So I created a series that I entitled, Financial Abundance, really creating financial abundance and an understanding that it begins with the wealth inside. So this is the concept that financial abundance, the creation of it, the manifestation of it on the exterior of our lives begins first in our interiority. So recognizing that all the wealth, all the tools, everything that we need to create our destinies really ultimately lies within. The answers are within. So I spoke about that last night. I introduced that concept. And tonight, for a few moments, I want to focus on step number 2. Step number 2 is imagine how you might feel. It's on the feeling level, not on the cognitive, intellectual level. How might you feel doing whatever it is that drives your passion, whatever it is that you think you might create in the world to distinguish yourself from someone else or to be in service to someone else? What is it that you have? Who are you? What is it that you've always dreamt about that you could create? I mean, is it artistry within you? Are you a craftsperson? Can you create something? Have you been creating hobbies and having hobbies and making beautiful things with your hands at home as an avocation? Is this something that you can think of in terms of bringing into the world, creating your income in this way? So whatever that might be for you, step number 2 is this. Imagine yourself doing whatever it is that you would love to do in the world to create your own financial abundance. What would that feel like? That's step number 2. What would that feel like for you? Step number 1 is understanding that the answers lie within, that I'm asking you to go within yourself, have that conversation with yourself, that dialogue, if you wish. Think about, what is it that turns you on? What are you passionate about? What can you get excited about? What would you be willing to explore to create financial abundance? Step number 2 is to actually dive even a little deeper and imagine yourself doing the very thing that you think you'd love to do. How does it feel? Because if you feel really good, congruent with yourself, in harmony with yourself about that idea, about being able to see yourself in the world doing that thing, presenting that work that is you, comes from your passion, from your imagination. And if you feel really great, if it feels right, check, 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 check. If it all feels right, you're there. You're halfway there. The hardest thing sometimes is to find what it is that you really want to do. To replace a job perhaps that you've been doing for years by rote, not even thinking that you could ever create something for yourself. With this pandemic, this time in our lives that we are in right now, May of 2020, this is the moment. The time has come to unleash your creativity. What might that look like? Most importantly, for this particular video, what can that feel like for you? I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I'm keeping the videos brief so that we follow a progression, so that I don't lose your interest. I know timing is so important these days. We're involved in so many things. So I'd rather give a few minutes of thought. Put it in your court. Let you think about it. Feel your way through. How does it feel? And I'll be back and I'll talk about step number 3. In the meantime, if you have any thoughts, if you would like to leave a comment about or question for me on anything to do with sort of self-confidence even. What is it? What's step number 1? What's step number 2? Anything really that's positive in terms of questioning, then I'd be delighted to answer. So I send my love. I say thank you for your presence. Thank you for choosing to connect with me on my channel. Thank you for subscribing. It really helps me grow my channel. It's that important. There's a little notification bell that if you click on that and choose all, it simply means that you will always receive news via your email that I've just posted a video. You can watch it at any time, of course, at your leisure, but YouTube will notify you. They won't notify you of anything else, but they'll notify you that my video's there, and so they won't bother you with anything else. So lots of love. Have a wonderful evening. I hope you're still enjoying the light of the silvery moon, the full flower moon in Scorpio that was just brilliant last night on May 7th. Lots of love. Until tomorrow.